The largest phone in Sony's 2016 lineup is this supersized mid-ranger, the Xperia XA Ultra, a 6-inch beauty with a near borderless display and a selfie flash. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and you're watching GadgetMatch. In our previous video, we unboxed the Samsung Galaxy A9 Pro, so we thought why not continue the theme and unbox another 6-inch smartphone. This is our Sony Xperia XA Ultra unboxing and hands-on review. This is how the box looks like, muted compared to, say, the box of the C5 Ultra from last year. There's nothing special about the box or the packaging. When you lift it open, you'll find the phone wrapped in plastic. Underneath the phone is this SIM card tray explainer. And when you lift this compartment open, the usual stuff. USB cable, charger, headphones, warranty card, and startup guide. Typical to Sony, the phone supports quick charging but doesn't ship with a charger that supports it. Sony's website says you need the optional UCH 12 charger for that. Okay, now onto the phone. We have the lime gold version, but it also comes in white and black. Initial impressions? Well, compared to other 6-inch smartphones that we've held, this one doesn't feel as wide. It's a very beautiful phone. There are hardly any bezels on it. And especially when the display is turned on, it's a beauty. The phone shares the same design language as other Xperia phones, squarish with rounded corners. The phone feels solid thanks to a metal frame, although its back is made of polycarbonate plastic. There's a slight curve to the frame and the display, making it comfortable to hold. All buttons are on the right side of the phone, including a rounded power button, volume rocker, and dedicated camera shutter button. Back, home, and menu buttons are on screen. On the left, behind this flap, is a dual nano SIM card tray and a separate micro SD card slot. You'll need one because the phone only supports 16 gigabytes of internal storage. On top is its headphone jack, and on the bottom, speaker grills and a micro USB port. Let's take a look at the spec sheet while we power on the device. The interface on the XA Ultra isn't different from any of Sony's other phones this year. And if you're a Sony user, not that different from past phones either. The drop-down notification shade looks like this, app drawer looks like this, and the settings menu like this. The Xperia XA Ultra runs Android 6.0 Marshmallow out of the box. Now, because this is a big phone, when you swipe up diagonally from either bottom corner of the screen, it lets you shrink the screen for one-handed use. One of the big selling points of the XA Ultra is its two cameras. 21.5 megapixels with hybrid autofocus on the back, and a 16 megapixel selfie camera that Sony claims does well even in low light. And if that's not enough, it's thrown in a selfie flash also. Both cameras performed as advertised. The main camera does well, especially when shooting outdoors. It's not the most snappy of cameras, but shots turned out great, well balanced, and not oversaturated. Depth of field was nice too. Night shots weren't as spectacular, but decent. But the phone's best feature is its selfie camera. There aren't many phones with a front-facing flash, and we really like the fill flash setting because it gives you a soft light that's not harsh. After we shot this unboxing, we used the phone for a couple of days so that we could answer two questions about performance and battery life. The XA Ultra runs on a mid-range MediaTek processor called the Helio P10, so we didn't expect blazing performance, but in the limited time that we used it, the interface felt snappy, and the phone ran graphics-intensive games smoothly, which is great because the phone's display would have otherwise been a waste. Overall, the XA Ultra is a perfect multimedia device with a bright display and loud speakers. Battery life, on the other hand, could be better. Most phones of this size come with large batteries. The XA Ultra only has a 2,700 mAh battery. That's even smaller than what's on some 5-inch phones these days. Based on our tests, the battery will last about 6 hours with average use. But what's worse is that it takes more than 2 hours to fully charge the phone using the included charger. If you have a quick charger at home, the phone will juice up faster. In the US, the Sony Xperia XA Ultra retails for just under $330. It's also available across Southeast Asia and India. For respective pricing, check out the description below. In the Philippines, it costs 19,990 pesos. So, is the Sony Xperia XA Ultra your gadget match? If you're looking for a phone that's 6 inches or larger, then this is definitely one to consider. Compared to other extra-large phones of 2016, this phone is priced competitively. Both the A9 Pro from Samsung and the Zenfone 3 Ultra are more pricey. What we like about this phone is its super sleek looks and almost borderless display, plus its great multimedia capabilities and decent cameras. Where it fails is its subpar battery and a missing fingerprint sensor, which is now pretty standard even on mid-range phones. You might also want to hold off a bit because after we've unboxed all its rivals, we're planning our first head-to-head video. The battle of the supersized smartphones, if you will. To make sure you don't miss that video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow GadgetMatch elsewhere on social media. Plus, make it a point to visit GadgetMatch.com daily. Until the next video, I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.